Yo, welcome to the No Limit Podcast, also known as the Any, Eddie, and Jet Milecast, because tonight we're here with South Philadelphia's own, actually Delco's own. We just learned that, and we'll get into that. We're here tonight with Mollica News Live. What's up?
Is this when I pick the mic up and fart into it? Nah, what's going on? It's a pleasure to be on set. Let's go.
Glad to have you here. Nah, that was No Limit intro.
So what's going on, bro? How you doing?
Pat Sabatini just snapped the dude's leg in half, so that bet just placed. That's a winner.
There we go.
That's how we're going to get the night rolling.
They
usually don't end up in wins, but tonight there was a winner. So.
Pat Sabatini was an absolute lock.
He was a lock, according to Jack.
And tonight, stay tuned, we're also going to get into it with this guy.
Shout out Jack.
Shout out Jack.
Jack, my boy.
We're going to get into it with this guy tonight about NFL Week 1, his picks for every single game, and who he thinks are absolute locks for NFL Week 1. Stay tuned for that.
Mud picks.
But what we're going to start with is everything that has ever happened in your life that has led up to you being Mollica News Live. So where are you from? You started out telling us that you wanted to talk about back in 8th grade something.
All right, so listen. Mollica News Live. That was an evolution. That didn't just happen overnight.
Exactly.
It was an evolution.
How old were you when you started it?
My first video I ever shot, I would say 11th grade, 10th grade, something. That's when we got the ball rolling with it.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Okay.
But I was always known to do stupid shit and it would be on video, but I never did something myself, had my own station, and eventually it got to that point.
Right.
I want to talk about, though, things we would do in middle school. Like what you and your friends would do that, what you did.
All right, so give us an example.
Exactly.
Give us an example, and then we can probably give you one right off the bat.
Nah, so, they just have a ritual. Everybody went to school, then they went home and they met at the schoolyard and played sports, basketball,
exactly.
football.
So when we were young,
that was an everyday thing,
Yeah.
and same with myself. That was an everyday thing.
Right.
But you get to a point where you start realizing I want to fuck girls, and your brain starts developing, and you do sick things. So 7th and 8th grade is when these things start happening.
Right.
And I want to know what you did, because you got the sports, but then you would start doing other things too, causing ruckus in the neighborhood.
I remember one time specifically, I think we were in the 7th grade when somebody played Knock Knock Runaway on one of our teachers.
Yeah.
In school.
Love that.
See,
Love
7th
that.
grade.
Our
teacher lived in the neighborhood. We all knew where she lived.
She got tortured.
Yeah. So not even really. It was actually what was funny about it is we got a bum to get us drinks, and the cops came and blew the whole thing up. They chased us out of the schoolyard and everything. So then we were like, all right, what the fuck do we do now? Let's go play Knock Knock Runaway on our house.
Perfect.
Why not? Fuck yeah, fire.
Perfect.
We had a whole group.
7th grade? 8th grade?
7th grade.
Yeah.
We had 15 heads. We had mad heads. So there's some people.
And you're living at an age in 7th grade where you're pretty much invincible. You're smart enough to know, if I do get in trouble, I'm at an age where it doesn't matter.
Facts. The cops are
so
coming.
I'm living on
we're bolting. You know
and even if they do arrest me, I'm so
and
young.
you're lying. You're giving a fake name, Greg Thomas.
Yeah,
you're saying anything.
Richard Jennings.
Whatever.
Richard Jennings.
I'm Seal.
Who would be if you?
Seal.
So name some of the ones for you. If you, let's say.
Wait, no, her husband chased us. So we knocked on the door.
Lady
bang, bang, bang.
Pull
right?
Daddy out of the trunk.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. Bang on the door, hard as shit, and someone threw a newspaper at her window.
Bang.
We all bolted. Her husband
Did
came
you
out
hit her with
barefoot,
the paper?
fucking
Someone hit her
dicking
with the
it.
paper?
Nah,
Just messed
But
her.
yeah, her husband came out dicking. I'm getting you all expelled, jerk offs.
Yeah,
snapping, and then it was a whole thing at our school, bro.
Now, was it a one-time thing or?
Yeah, it was a one and done.
All right. So it was a one-time attack.
One-time attack.
So
we fucked with her in class.
We developed certain houses where, if we're doing ding dong ditch, as we called it.
Shotgun Bob. That was one we always hit.
Yeah, love that. We had set targets.
Yep.
We had this dude, Scott Anderson. He was an alleged child molester. We don't know if it's true, but Mr. Anderson, we tortured that fucking dude. The McCarthys, they got buried. There were certain people that they were all right, we're doing this. We got to hit this, this, and this. And
Were the McCarthys fat?
Huge.
Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I loved them. I loved our boy, but yeah.
Good for them.
And it was the dad was in the living room, and you could just see him through the window, just so bit we're breaking this dude's balls so big. It's going to take a lot for him to get up.
Did you ever get a remote? Comcast remote. Back in the day, you used to be able to get a remote and go around the people's windows.
Yeah,
Like every remote worked on every
That's funny though.
Funny as shit. Just start. They're watching the Phillies game. Just start putting
Marty,
on
what the
fucking.
fuck, the TV? And we're fucking in the window. Nah, it's genius. Never did it, but I love
Through
the
fucking
idea.
door. Yeah,
That is a
bro.
good one, yeah.
That's funny as shit.
Eggs, we were big on
Eggs.
eggs. Snowballs.
Yo, one time we
huge
got
on
eggs, right? We
snowballs.
egged this fucking cab. Smoked it.
Good.
The cab came back. He cracked his window a little bit and sidearmed a fucking egg through the fucking window. Went right under my leg.
Yeah?
He sidearmed it. Like, he had his window out like that thick.
That thick, and
he
he
went,
attacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he drove back around the corner with it. How the fuck did he get it one egg?
And he,
Dan,
and
I
he
feel like you're
laced it.
reliving your greatest childhood.
I'm going
memories
off right
No,
now.
but
My
I
brain's
love this because
fired.
it's
My
sparking a
brain's
few
fired.
memories. We had a mailman, and I don't know if you know the mail trucks.
The mailman and the milkman.
I am the milkman. We could dive into that, but
Yeah.
their trucks, the doors open. Like their driver's side, there's nothing there. And I'll never forget, we were sitting on top of the street, and it had like the lady's yard had a hill, and the stop sign, the mailman pulled up, and there was 20 of us. We all had 4 snowballs each. We hit this mailman, like, plastered him. Like he's driving, he's getting hit with live snowballs. Like, he's getting, like, it was some good times.
When you have snowballs, you know you sit in that one corner. You got like 20 heads on one corner, and then a car comes by when it's really snowing.
Yes.
And you all smoke them. And then you know when someone's
Yes.
like about it and they do that stop, and then everybody dicks it.
So I came up with a sick idea. We'll have 10 dudes on this side of the street, 10 dudes on this side of the street. When the lady or whoever comes up to the stop sign, we're going to act like we're having a snowball fight. So from the distance, it looks like we're having a snowball fight. But when they get to the stop sign, we're melting it from both angles. And I'll never forget, it was School Lane. We were at the top of School Lane. We melted this shitty, rundown, white fucking raggedy car. It was a lady driving. So we're blasting it, and all of a sudden, she rolls her window down and said, "You motherfuckers better run. You're in trouble." She pulls over, pops the trunk, and gets an Uncle Louie out the back. We're pissing ourselves.
Really?
We actually had, some dudes are getting nervous and dipping off. Other people took this as an opportunity
Hold on,
to
what's an
attack.
Uncle Louie?
A wooden baseball bat, an Uncle
Uncle
Louie,
Louie.
also known as a
Louisville
Louisville Slugger. We actually had people run up to her and challenge her, like, yeah, okay, well, watch this. So now we're throwing snowballs face to face, melting this lady. She's swinging a bat. We dicked it. That was just one story that we had. That was a classic.
If she was
Nobody
smoking
got
every,
hit.
if she was smoking every snowball, would you start a bitching?
I would have started throwing heat. I'd have been like, all right, get in the box.
And she's sending them.
Because if she's sending them, I'm telling her to line up. Like, you're no longer trying to kill us. I got to strike you the fuck out.
So what you're saying is like situations like this are what's the ground floor what really started shaping you to do crazy shit to move towards doing stuff like what you do now.
Yeah, it just was like trigger. So one thing that I think was the root, something we took from South Philadelphia, and I brought it to Delaware County. It's a game called Master. It was a ritual with my cousins. The way the game was set up, you'd have a master and a couple co-masters, and the rest were what were called slaves. Now, the master and the co-masters were usually the toughest, the strongest out of the friend group. They were equipped with all sorts of weapons, baseball, wiffle ball bats.
What was this game called again?
Master.
Master, okay.
So the objective of Master was the slaves had to do whatever the master said to do. If they didn't and they acted up, the master and the co-masters, fully equipped with newspapers, wiffle ball bats, anything you could think of, objects, you take beatings. Now, people, when you explain the story to
this
people,
is a no.
when you explain the story, people ask you, well, what was the point of the game? There was no point. There was no winning objective. You would have competitions like dance competitions. There was things in order to be worthy of a co-master. Now, a co-master was so powerful. I'll never forget, we had a kid. I made him catch shit out of my boy's ass and run it to the toilet and throw it in the toilet and flush it. That's how valuable being a co-master was. Because when I tell you take beatings, I had kids running out of my house. Like, I'm telling my mom, I'm telling my dad, look, I'm bashing
What were you doing, little?
Bashing them with a wiffle ball bat. Like, the name of the game, there was nothing to the game. Like,
Bro, he called shit out of his ass.
he called shit out of my boy's ass and ran it up to the toilet.
I gotta know more. How was he sitting? I need to know.
Now, this kid pulled that shit, though. Paulie could fall.
Was it a wet shit?
Nah, it was a little deer turd. It was perfect for the kid party. So Paulie, he was able to fart on command. Now, farting was a huge thing with me. Like,
Yeah,
I
okay.
love farts and
Farts are funny.
Farts in class. Farts are funny.
Let's just get it out in the open now.
If
Farts
you
are
don't laugh
hilarious.
at farts, you ought to be slapped in your fucking
Should go to
face.
hell.
Yeah.
Go to hell.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Honestly. So the kid Paulie that could fart on command, he also was able to shit.
Hold the mic up a little higher.
So he has like a buttery colon.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was just slipping.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. One false move, he takes a high step. He could possibly. He had the potential to shit himself. Nah, it wasn't that bad though. He squatted down and the kid Perry.
Wow.
2 hands, coughing.
That's commitment, bro.
Me standing over top.
And he did all this to become co-master.
A co-master. Now I was the master, but in order to be a master, it had to be passed down to you. So it was in a family tree. It started with the Coaches, my first blood cousins. Then the Mollicas, my brother took over. So
And it was all your family members.
it was
So
all
this is a game
family
you
members.
created?
It was a game
okay.
we created.
I didn't even
It was
know
a
You
that.
game
just
we
fucking
created.
torment people and get them to do whatever.
We had a thing that
I didn't know you made it up.
Yeah, we made this game up, and there was no objective to the game. Though people just took beatings. The objective for us was to just beat our
Wow, I
friends.
completely missed
It
on
was
that.
hilarious. Yeah,
That's
we would make
crazy.
kids box each other to
Yeah.
beat like.
It was like an acceptance thing. Like you do
Yeah,
shit. It's like a
yeah.
frat,
Frat,
type thing.
basically.
Yeah, but it took.
Did you do a frat in college?
Fuck no. I played ice hockey. I destroyed frats. I have nothing against frats. I just I wouldn't be in a frat.
Why?
Felt like I didn't need to be in a frat. I felt like I naturally developed the art of being able to sling pussy at any given time. I developed the art to socialize and fit in with people.
Yeah.
I didn't have to pay.
You're not a weirdo.
Yeah, I'm not a weirdo.
Yeah, right. You're so,
I'm not
you can
cold
talk to people.
because I got a couple close friends. They were in frats, and I don't hate on it by any means.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows people in frats.
So, but me personally, no, I was not in a frat. And to answer your
Wow, you're
question,
laughing like you were in a frat.
I wasn't in a frat.
I wasn't in a frat.
What were we? So for me to become master, though, I just want to get this on documentation. It took years of being like duct taped to poles, standing on a chair, getting duct taped to a pole, the chair being pulled out. I'm in the air, getting hit with baseball bats or wiffle ball bats. Like I took beatings to become a master. That's how okay. So
you
and it
put
was
your time
passed
in.
down.
It's
It was
also-
like the oldest cousin, then the second oldest cousin, and it was
Makes it
trickled
sound
down.
like a
It's like a
gang
it's like a royal
initiation
family.
type deal.
Yeah, it was no joke though, and I feel like that had a lot to do with
So was there
developing me and
anybody?
who I am.
Was there anybody in it who wasn't your blood relative?
As a master.
No, as anything.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the game?
Yeah, that's
the
what I
game.
just named
Yeah,
the
so
kids,
the
right?
game is your friend group. It was all me and my boys, but
Oh,
we would
okay.
play in my basement. I had the fun house. Like my dad was at work from 8:30 till 6:30. So after school, it was Mollica's house. That was up until 9th grade, and I developed so many sick things throughout the day. I had a
Yeah.
basketball net, hockey, shit, all sorts of shit. We would play at my house, and I would play with my boys. And I was the master, and I would pick the toughest kids of our friend group to be my co-masters. And if the slaves got out of line, we beat them.
And that was up till the 9th grade, you said?
Yeah, my father actually started talking to this woman, my stepmom now. She moved in, brought her 2 daughters with her. It ended all of Mollica's fucking. All my after school antics ended like that because it was no longer me, my brother, and my dad.
Yeah.
So, but I think master had a lot to do with it. It was a very sick game, and it took a lot to become a master.
So they got nothing out of it.
Nothing.
Wow.
It was a game where we would tell you what to do. You didn't do it. You took a beating. No rules. Like
That's incredible. That's like.
yeah, and for
Mindfuck
documentation, the air's off. As you can see, we're losing clue. We might be naked by the end of this. It's getting hot in here. But,
So-
No limit to you, available now.
That's 100%.
Cop.
You were on the last
Cop
one.
it up.
I'm going to on this one. What's the name? So, you said in the 9th or 10th grades when you started up Mollica News live videos, right?
yeah.
So as soon as that ended, that part of your life, now you start up
We
this
enter-
whole
yes.
new
So
chapter.
you always
a
been
new
just like
chapter.
about like you always been in shit for the comedy of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I remember poop. We would do the poop dollar. I don't know if you familiar with the poop dollar.
No, I'm not. At
All
all.
right, so the poop dollar.
And you would film this.
We won't film it. This was like
This is something you could
I remember
film,
this
though.
was towards the tail end of our career where we like really found satisfaction and enjoyment of humor of just like being nuts. We would poop in a dollar. Now this is a familiar game, but you would open a dollar bill, poop in the middle of it, fold it. My house specifically had a lot of traffic after school. So people up and down my street, when you leave school, we would place the dollar on the sidewalk, sit in my front window, look out the window, watch people walk by, think they struck gold, pick the dollar up. Someone noticed on the spot.
$1.
Someone noticed on the spot. Damn, I just put my hand dead in shit. Others would put it in their pockets, not find out till later. One lady on the corner of Rite Aid put it right in her purse. It was heartbreaking. She put it. It was still folded. Put it right in her purse. We were like, dude, we gotta go tell her. Like, we gotta tell her there's shit in the middle of that dollar. When you want
It's all over the purse.
yeah. We would poop in ice cream cones and watch cars run it over. Dumb shit, like sick things to really like develop it.
For the poop dollar, you should get $100 bill so people get like real hyped to grab it and like squeeze it.
Well,
and
now,
go like crazy with it.
Nowadays, that could be a little more realistic. I don't know if I might as well do poop dollars with hundreds because the $100 bills I bet on games, it's going to have the same result. It's getting lit on fire, it's getting shit on.
So you're calling your best poop dollars.
They're mud. Yeah, they're mud.
So I want to know, what's the first thing you recorded, though? Like, first video you ever recorded?
I don't know.
But you said it was in the 10th grade, you think?
If I had to say when the camera actually started rolling, 10th, 11th grade, 11th grade, I would say. 2011, 2012 is when the career of Mollica News Live started becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Hold on, though. Before we get into what Mollica News Live is, we're just going to take a quick break, quick word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Ricky, the recovering rodeo clown here. Have you ever had a night where you just couldn't get hard and your wife says, come on, fuck me, Corona cock? Well, I'm here to introduce to you the new Dick Rever 2000. With 2 hard revs, your dick's hard as alright.
All right, so now that we got that word from our sponsors, we're back on this. We just heard about everything, 8th grade up until that first video, Mollica News Live, comes out. Here it is. What was it? That first video you recorded?
The Dick Rever?
Yeah.
The Dick Rever 2000. That wasn't the first, but that's what skyrocketed the career, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, the Dick Rever 2000.
That's how you got discovered.
Yeah, that's when people were like, this kid's the real deal.
Did you ever advertise any other products besides the Rever?
The Dick Rever? I don't know.
You got anything else in the works?
I mean, I would advertise a man named Michael Myers. I guess you could say.
Oh, you would?
I developed it. Yeah. Mike goes everywhere with me. If you didn't know.
And it's a secret who Mike is, right?
It's a dead secret.
And I guessed before I was wrong, but you said I had a good guess.
You did. You were wrong. No, nobody knows. Yeah, nobody.
Would you give a hint on the podcast as to who Mike Myers is in the realm of Mollica News Live?
He drives a car more often than the normal person.
So you gave a good one because that means he delivers for somebody, I think.
Maybe.
But I'm not gonna say it on
or
the podcast.
Or could Uber,
That's true.
That's the hint. Poor Mikey. As far
Was he
as,
involved in the beginning?
No.
Because I know he wasn't on that Rever ad.
Nah.
When did he come around? When did Myers come around?
It was a late night, October 31st to be exact. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He came around towards the tail end of the career, towards like the end of, the most recent up-to-date Mollica News Live. He came into the picture.
My favorite Mollica News Live, I think, is the one where you're laying in your bed, smoking a cigarette in the mask. You got a hole in the mask, and you're like, I got a serious case of the Corona cock.
Yeah, the Corona, and the doctor, he told me the only way I would beat it, I had to get a handful of around 15 strippers, sloppy strippers, and that was a sick one. Smoking it through, wishing everybody well, yeah. Speaking of which, masks. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Go into it?
I don't want to go into it just yet,
Okay.
because I want to continue.
So we can
all
put
the
that
way
on the
through
back.
Mollica
All right,
News
so we'll put it
Live.
on the back
We'll
burner.
put that
yes.
on the back, because I mean,
That is
the
his moment in time.
Promises are gonna be delivered on.
The day and age we're living in, I would like to discuss it.
Sure.
So, all right. Myers comes into your life.
Yeah.
Then you posted a few without him. You posted the one with the Christmas trees.
Mm-hmm.
And a few different ones. Is Myers going to make a return now that the Halloween season is back upon us?
Are you familiar with Mike Myers, either one of you?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
So I don't got to run down Mike Myers Returns or the Revenge of Mike Myers.
Nah, we know about
I don't have
Mikey.
to break down his ability not to die.
Mikey's my boy.
Doesn't die. Mikey.
Doesn't die.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Always gets the goal.
He'll be back. I promise you that.
Yeah.
When? Don't know. But he'll be back. We lost him.
I feel like he's coming back real soon. Because we're about to run down these picks.
You know what? I think you could be right. Get the scorecard and let's see if Mikey's around. Shall we?
Where's it at?
Pull it up on your phone. The NFL Week 1.
Absolutely. All right, how do you think I sound like this?
It's gonna be a little muffled, but
It'll be a little muffled, but you'll be all right.
It's going to be muffled.
yeah, he wore the mask before on the podcast. It's alright.
So Mikey, if you know, he knows a thing or two about the gambling world.
Yeah.
If you've seen in the one video,
100%.
he's dangerous with the knife and dangerous with the dice. So with that being said, Mikey's looking at the scorecard, right? He sees right off the bat the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta.
Okay.
Falcons -3.5. Mollica, a.k.a. Mikey's taking a look at that, and he's saying, I think I want the Eagles -28.5. I know you're giving them 3.5. I want them -28.5. That's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, so we're gonna take the Eagles -28.5.
So that's your sleeper pick. That's definitely your sleeper
Eagles
pick.
minus 28.5.
The Eagles, correct, originally are +3.5. I am going to take that 3.5 and say I raise you. I want an alternate spread. I'll take the Eagles -28.5 as I'm predicting Devontae Smith 4 touchdowns, Zach Ertz 3 touchdowns, Jalen Hurst 38 for 40, 492 yards, 6 touchdowns.
So you think that they're just gonna fucking ball? You think they're just gonna go out and ball out?
I don't, but I'm going to bet it in hopes that they do. I do not think that's going to happen, but I'm hoping for
That's a
it.
great
I'm a
answer.
diehard Birds fan, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, you're a die-hard Eagles fan. That's why.
To the death of me.
I thought you
Yeah.
really believed that they were about to smoke the Falcons by 30.
I hope you're right.
I hope I'm right.
What is the odds on that?
I don't know it specifically yet, but if I had to guess, if you put 100 on the Birds -28.5, if they even offer that specific bet, that'd be 100 to win probably like 4,000, I would guess.
I feel like it'd be more.
You think so?
Yeah,
I'm
28
taking the
and a half,
mask off. Mike's getting deathly hot, but I will continue with the Eagles -28.
That's the Mike pick. That's the Mike pick.
That's
of
the
the week.
Mike pick. Dude, I'm dying.
He's got one.
I'm dying.
Mike, that's Mike's pick of the week.
That's Mike's
That's
pick
Mike's
of the
pick of the
week.
week.
Mollica's pick of the week, though. After the Birds -28.5, I would probably
Put it on the
take.
window.
Yeah, that thing's hot.
Mike's pick
Yeah, that's straight rubber. That's hard rubber.
I don't know about you two, but I like the Cardinals and the Titans. I look at that matchup.
You know, I haven't
I
actually looked
think-
at any matchups.
Talk about who they're playing.
It's the Cardinals and the Titans in Tennessee.
Cardinals and so Tannehill isn't playing
he
though,
can't
or no?
stay there.
When? Because this is what? This
I'll
would be
be honest
September 11th, September 12th.
12th, correct. I don't know if,
Because he's in
I don't know.
he's in COVID protocol right now.
God forbid.
Yeah, we'll get into
Is
that.
he going to be all right?
He's got to have his 14 days.
Yeah, he's going to be all right, though, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
COVID. It's really bad. I'm going to
You
take.
had a serious case of it.
Yeah, 6 times.
The Corona cock.
Yeah, the COVID cock. Crippler. Won't wish it on my worst enemy.
It's a dribbler.
It's a dribbler. A drag monk down the third base line with his dick. It's a dribbler. I want to just get this off my chest. The Cardinals and the Titans, my pick of the week, the overs. Whatever it is I'm taking. That's my pick of the week.
Titans, Cardinals, over. So who's
Overs.
quarterbacking for the Titans?
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't
it don't
give
matter.
a fuck. Overs.
As long as it's all going to Julio Jones, I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck.
don't care.
Word.
Can't tell you 3 players on either team, I'm taking overs. Nah, I couldn't, but I'm going overs for sure.
There's something about that type of betting though. Where like I don't know nothing, I just like it.
Pat
I like it.
Sabatini to sum that up. Who's Pat Sabatini?
you know-
I didn't even know his sport.
Who was he fighting? You don't even know.
Don't have a clue, but he's a fighter. First of all,
You
this
like his
is-
name.
Just to give a background to myself, don't know. Yeah, Pat Sabatini. Right off the bat, Sabatini. I'm taking him. What does he do again? Is he a pitcher? Is he a? Oh, he's a fighter. Okay. UFC, boxing. Though he's a UFC fighter, not a problem. Pat Sabatini, it's my guy. Plus 126.
Yep.
I'm all over it. Pat Sabatini was a winner tonight. Jack, again, shout out to you
Shout
in the
out, Jack.
office. Got a phone call. Yeah, Pat's gonna destroy this dude. He knows the trainer or something. He knows
Really?
the fighter's trainer. We get a phone call like that.
An anonymous tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, seriously,
I'm taking it.
$100.
I'm taking it. I'd be
You know what? I have a feeling
You'd
this
be a
podcast.
friend.
I have a feeling it's just going to be a one-of-a-kind podcast for real.
You think so?
Because we do cuts, but we don't do like cuts often. But I feel like this right here, I'm just going to cut up the very best parts of it. Because
Absolutely.
we have stopped and like
Absolutely.
did a lot of cuts.
Absolutely.
But I think it's going to be fire because of that.
Absolutely. I think that's anytime we make Mollica News Live, hardly ever is it a one and done, a one-shot kill. There has been, like I made a video for Coogeen's Cafe, a commercial. That was a one-shot kill.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I never
There's been,
seen
like-
that. How come
that's
you
a
didn't
good one,
release
too.
it?
Yeah, no, that's a good one. It's not on Mollica News Live. I got to put that on there. It's a good one. The Christmas tree, that was a one-shot kill. That was like a one and done.
That's a really good one too.
That's a one and done. But a lot of videos, of course, you chop up. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Who does your editing? You do it?
I had a couple. I had a kid from college, Ridley kid, Delco kid. He's fucking nice.
He's nice with it.
Yeah, he's good with edits, but he does his own thing, so it's like hard to be like, yo, edit this video for me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he does it for me, but it's a lot to ask for, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
I wish I could do it myself. I'm not good. Like you guys, what you're doing here, I couldn't do.
You don't have any like.
I'm
want to
not
learn
going
to do
to
it.
say I'm not technologically advanced, but I'm not technologically advanced. I
Yeah,
can't make
yeah,
it.
okay.
You're
I
just
got
a
you.
I'm
performer.
basic. Yeah.
You're the talent.
The talent.
Which is why I think it's so good because you give so much energy to the performance.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, that's just your character.
Now,
That's what you're built on. That's what Mollica News Live is built on. the
I
character.
appreciate it. I do. I haven't been too passionate about it, but when I'm in that zone, it's a very passionate thing to do. Like it makes you think if you could do this the rest of your life,
Yeah.
that's a dream job. Growing up, I wanted to be a hockey player. I was very good at hockey, but I'm not playing hockey and making money right now for a
Yeah.
living.
Yeah.
I think the next best option, a dream for me personally, would be doing something like this. Waking up any day, any given basis, doing what the fuck you want, when you want. Like
Yeah. Comedy.
comedy.
Yeah.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Wait.
I just
That's your
discovered,
guy?
Yeah.
That's your guy?
I just discovered
Yeah,
this guy.
we got to talk about
He's
him.
an
Did you
ace.
watch him?
He's an ace.
Yeah, so I put a Jet on. I said, and we're going to talk about
Dude,
how he
he's
got the
selling
name
out
Jet.
fucking mega
He is
theaters,
an
bro.
We're gonna talk
Right.
about
Big time.
how he got that name Jet, but I put him on, and he didn't know Sebastian Maniscalco. Obviously, you guys can hear he talks. He's Italian. He talks like he's Italian. He looks Italian. I was so surprised that he had no clue who Sebastian Maniscalco was. He said, "Well, I don't know anything about that." And since then, you watched him.
kinda
So
like
what
a
do you
young
think about him?
Sebastian.
He's genius.
It kind of reminded me of him a little bit.
Yeah, that's
actually.
why I thought you had to know him because I thought you were
I-
definitely inspired by him.
Yeah,
I don't know any of the comedians.
that's crazy.
I knew Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that's old school too.
Yeah, he had a good song too. My
Yeah.
girl wants to party all the time. Yeah, he shredded
Yeah.
that. Eddie Murphy, like Dave Chappelle, but like comedians, I never
Yeah,
really
just the big
I never
dudes.
studied or watched or because to me it wasn't funny. Like
Some of it's really not.
it's not.
Some of it's really not.
And
Like Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's classic. I just got into.
No.
I,
Do you watch his
like him.
stand-up?
Not his stand up, but I
His
follow his
stand-up?
Instagram. I just followed his
I'm
Instagram.
urging
I like
you
what
all.
he says.
Go on Netflix and listen to Joe Rogan stand up. Just watch the first 10 minutes. I promise
Terrible.
you. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
Is it new?
All of it. Anything he's ever done is horrible.
Dog, why are you trying to start instant beef with Joe Rogan? He's got the most famous podcast in the whole world.
Fuck him. I don't give a fuck.
I think he's classic. Not stand up. I don't know nothing about
No,
that.
I'm telling you.
but-
Just watch it. Just watch
yeah,
the stand up.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yo, so you know what I want to know?
Yeah.
From Mollica News Live? Is there anything you got instant beef with? Because over here we got the brand new instant beef board.
All right, let's see.
Podcasts that are still done on Zoom. It's way been time to move past
Yeah,
that. The
that's
Cuomo
dumb.
brothers. How do you feel about them?
I'm thinking like Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah, them.
Yeah.
We have beef with them. We're saying we have instant beef with them.
Chris and Andrew.
From New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. People
Fuck
that
'em.
have things like we're not here for
I
hookup on
I
Tinder.
could tell you one thing about Andrew Cuomo. If I could get him to stand in the middle of this street as I'm sticking a key in the ignition of a Septa bus, and I can say, Andrew, move a little to the right while I get this thing in fucking drive. I wouldn't hesitate. Him, Pelosi, Biden, Harris, any of them, Clintons. Single file line, ladies and gentlemen. Meek Mill, Ben Simmons. Just all
God.
people I personally do not like. I'd say line up, single file, and I'd put the fucking key in ignition, put it in drive, and I would just gently. Bump, 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 bump. The people on the bus would be going nuts. They'd be like, what the fuck was that? I'd be looking in the mirror. I don't know. Let me put it in reverse. Put it in reverse, run them back over, then back in the drive. Yeah.
So fuck the Cuomo brothers.
Yeah, so fuck them.
So fuck them. All right.
Bitches who say things like not here for a hookup on Tinder and people who have above ground pool. But you have.
My mother has an above ground pool, the first pool.
We're
in
sorry.
Oh
We're
my
sorry about that.
God.
We
I
talked about that.
seen your little skit.
Oh, you gotta go in there
You
and
buried
take.
her.
Come
I
on, dude.
laughed with you. I laughed with you. But if I showed
Show
my
her
mother,
a clip. Show her the
yeah,
clip. Show her the clip.
She
Tell her what
won't.
she says.
She'd be
She
so
won't.
mad.
Yeah, she won't be
She'd
happy.
be mad.
Instant
As
beef.
far as not here for a hookup on Tinder, hold on. That makes me laugh, and I'll explain why. But I'm not familiar with Tinder. I had success in my life
With
in
meeting
the-
people the regular way.
with meeting
Just
people
interactions.
the normal way.
Yeah.
Interaction, communication, not.
Yup.
However, I did
Nah,
develop.
we were talking about like if online dating will eventually just become the only way that you meet people.
It kind of seems like it already is for a lot of people.
For a lot of people, yeah. But I'm saying for like, will it reach a point where it's everybody?
I hope not.
I hope
So
not.
you
too.
met
Hopefully
some-
we're fucking dead by then.
I hope not.
So
Yeah.
you do you have an instant beef with anybody?
Or any instant beef, anything at all.
With anybody or anything.
Any topic? Hey,
Inanimate
no,
objects?
actually, you
I-
have instant
I
beef with
do.
all those people that you just said, that you just mentioned. You do.
Yeah, I do.
I don't
I
wanna
have
write that-
beef with every person on that list that I fired off. And when I tell you, I wish I could single filely line them up, get in that Septa bus, and run them over. I mean it.
You heard it here first.
I mean it. Ben
Listen.
Simmons, I'll kill you. I'll fucking
How much
kill-
money has he lost you?
So we actually talked about Ben Simmons on the
Bulls-
podcast too.
Yeah, I'll kill him.
Yeah. So you just
Let me
shoved
get
off.
the story straight.
Yeah, I want the story. I want the
Hold on,
story.
let me get the story straight. What's he, 87 million, I believe? What,
I'm not sure.
and it ridiculous.
Probably.
We'll
Yeah,
go
ridiculous.
87
Yeah.
million.
Yeah.
Play basketball,
Yeah.
shoot,
Yeah.
run.
If I can take a basketball
Dribble.
and walk over to that park and hit a three, why can't he?
You're telling me this man can't shoot a ball? He's afraid, nervous to go into a lane. You're getting paid 87 million. You pay me $10. I'm in a mindset where I'm gonna jump off the fucking top of the roof
Yeah.
and land a triple backflip.
Facts.
What I mean by that is I'm going to kill.
He has no killer instinct.
I'm going to kill.
No killer instinct.
He's a pussy.
He should take over games.
I would
That's your
backhand
instant
him.
beef.
Him specifically, yeah, instant beef.
You want right on the board?
No, because then he's got to stay on the board forever. We don't necessarily got to.
I would
yeah.
probably do.
But
yeah.
if we agree on one, I'm trying to think of something that maybe.
And
we
I hate
agree
that I
on
gotta
having
put
an instant
Meek
beef
on
with.
that instant beef list because I grew up loving Meek.
And you love Lil Wayne too, right?
Wayne's the best ever in the industry. He's want to talk about a rapper, best rapper alive, Lil Wayne. And I would love for anybody to tell me otherwise. I mean, he's a Martian. He's not. He's, as he says, he is a Martian. He says things that a human can't fucking say.
Lil Wayne is no limit. I'll give him that.
No limit?
Yeah, for sure.
Love it.
Lil Wayne is definitely
Love
no
it.
limit.
He
Shout out Lil
definitely
Wayne.
Shout out Easy Gucci.
Big shout out. There we go.
You know him for real.
Yeah, I wish I did. I wish I did.
Maybe this is the time. Maybe he's gonna find this.
Wayne,
Yeah.
Wayne. I'll tell you what.
Send him a message.
No, I'll tell you what. I like sometimes envision being so like well known. I actually am at a point where I'm sitting with Wayne, smoking a blunt, FaceTiming my boy, saying, "Can you believe this? I'm next to Wayne right now." My inspiration growing
Your
up
mind
is,
goes there?
Like sometimes I think of that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like I wish I became so not popular. I don't want to be famous, but like being so well known
Yeah.
to have the ability to call Wayne
Connections.
up, a connection, and be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, you trying to smoke? Like, let's post up."
I feel like he'd be about it too.
Like,
he's one of those guys. Like he's like you can still just call him like, yo, you want to smoke a blunt? Like, yeah.
Nah, I feel like he would be about it. I feel like if
100%.
he's the type of person that if he seen us and be like, yo, that kid's a sick fuck. Like I'm down to post up with him. Like he is a sicko. I want to smoke with him. I want to chill with him. I would love that. That would be a goal. That would be a goal.
Right.
So you think you're a sick fuck?
I won't, and I think that was earned. That title.
That was earned.
That was earned. I think based on my actions.
What did you do at the Turkey Hill? Did you earn a sick fuck card by that story? Because you wanted to tell that story.
No,
was that a sick fuck thing?
I really didn't want to tell that story, but
you didn't
want
to tell that story.
I will.
I mean, if it's anything,
is it going to incriminate you? Is it going to incriminate you?
I went to Kutztown. All right. I went to Kutztown.
No, you're a college lad.
I went to Kutztown University.
Oh my God, he's looking in the camera.
I went to Kutztown. I was a sick fuck.
Bang, Kutztown.
I'm not going
Sick fuck.
to sugarcoat it. I was a sick fuck. There was a night, mind you though, I was dealing with at this time of this story, I was dealing with a breakup. Like I was with someone, I was dealing with a breakup. When a guy's going through a breakup, you're gonna act out, you're gonna do things. Me, on the other hand, the way I took the heartbreak, I said I gotta destroy anything in sight, anything and everything.
Physically.
Yeah, like it's
Okay.
for me, because I was at a bad time,
Yeah,
I was at a age. Anyways, I was walking home. All right, I was walking home. It's 4 a.m. Leaving a girl's house. Pretty attractive girl. Pretty nice girl.
Shout out her.
Shout out her. Oh, yeah.
Maybe she'll say it.
Man, yeah. Oh, how you doing, hon? I'd love to say your name. It ain't happening.
Nah.
I'm leaving her house. I stopped Turkey Hill, across the street from my house. When I would go into this Turkey Hill, my presence was
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yep, okay.
Turkey. It was like a 7-Eleven, a fucking
Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
kind of deal,
like it was like a gas station, but had all your convenient bullshit products, whatever.
Yeah.
I would let my presence be known. I would walk in. I'm going to shove 8 Lunchables up my ass. I would walk in there hammered, say crazy shit. Tiff, Turkey Hill Tiff.
Turkey Hill Tiff. So we got a name.
She was on duty at all times. She lived at Turkey Hill.
Who's Tiff? Describe her. Give us an
A
image.
description. Picture, you're at the carnival. Looking to get funnel cake. There's like older, raggedy hair, glasses, filthy glasses, possibly into Slipknot. You can't tell. Wearing drives a black, raggedy truck. When it turns on, there's smoke coming out the muffler.
The muffler's fucked.
Ran down, beat a fucking car. You got
Turkey Hill
an
Tiff.
idea of a nasty black stained up shirt. Tiff, yeah, filthy.
It spells Tiff.
It spells just Tiff, not Tiffany. She wasn't even worth the extra 3 letters, 4 letters, whatever.
She worked at the place.
Our fans
Yeah,
got
she
a
worked-
su-
she
a
was-
So her
super
name
visual.
tag said Tiff.
Tiff, of course, that was her name.
Turkey Hill Tiff.
Yeah, Turkey Hill, right? Tiff, yeah. She and I played ice hockey. She would always say sick comments at me because sickos pick up on other sickos. You know what I mean?
Community.
like sickos can see a sicko when they you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is this sick? Put my foot on the table.
That's it.
Sicko.
That's it, bro. That's it.
That
That
is-
nasty ass foot. That clawed up foot.
Your foot
Don't
looks
get
like
that-
it died
and,
10
don't put
hours
that,
ago.
When you had no shoes,
Yo.
hands on, and near the Myers Massacre, you nuts head. Please.
Don't his foot look like
That
it's dead?
It's
That's from the morgue.
He's got wooden.
That's from the morgue. He's got morgue feet.
Wooden toenails. You fucking. Are you nuts, Ed?
You better watch your eyes. You better put some glasses on. Protect them. You better get your throat slit.
Bro, that's worse than onions. Cutting up onions. Throw Ed's nasty ass foot on the table. I was wondering why my eyes were bubbling up and watering like that. Dead serious. Dead serious. That's fucking.
I'm gonna leave
big,
I'm gonna leave my own podcast.
Yo, we
Walk away.
gotta get a picture of Ed's feet and
Yeah,
put it on.
nah,
the-
they're
so
big. You
everyone
don't
knows what
wanna
we're talking
say
about.
it.
Holy shit!
Toenails are wooden.
My God.
Yo, I need a pedicure. I'm going down the block tomorrow to the Asian place getting a
You might
pedicure.
want
It's
to.
over
Yeah.
with.
They'll be like, the little people that work there, I'm not going near his feet. Yeah, I'm not either. No.
They'd all be laughing behind his back.
They'd send someone out of the kitchen in a fucking HVAC
Dude.
suit.
You know, we're in the pool
Plug
when you're in the
down.
pool for like 12 hours as a kid and you get all pruny. That's what his fucking foot looked like.
He's got natural
Sitting in the
prune.
van, you know what I mean? Just sitting in his shoes.
Your skin's been in water for 14 hours.
Yeah. Ever see the
Yo,
fucking
you
shine
said
when she
your
comes out of room
feet were getting
237?
sweaty in the vans earlier.
I did say that, and then you fucking put them on.
Oh,
All right, everybody take your foot out. We're judging feet.
nah, it ain't happening.
Yeah, he's had a whole workout. He's got socks on and shit.
You got a fucking Captain Hook foot under there. Your biggest toenail.
Nah, he's got the Mr. D's. He's got the Mr. D's, the black foot. You ever seen Mr. D's?
Yeah, I got the crimson chin fucking toenails. Yeah.
the
Captain Hook
titanium
foot.
toenail.
My dad's toenails are wooden, bro. Like they're wooden.
Dude,
I
that
was breaking
happens to
your
you. Ain't that
balls.
fucked up when you get older? You
My
get them
dad's
yellow
feet-
fucking.
Dude, they're wooden. They're wooden. I
yeah.
said that. What do you cut your fucking nails with? A chainsaw?
They get like rounded and shit. They're
Dude,
fucked
they're
up.
fucking planks. And he's like, I was an athlete. I had athlete's feet. Dad, your feet, they're purple and orange. Your toenails.
Mate, shut the sideboard.
They haven't got blood in 10 years.
They haven't got blood in 10 years.
Dad, are you having a shortage on blood in your feet?
You gotta go for a jog.
Dad, stand up.
Elevate them fucking things.
Remember you say, yeah, I'd be in the shower and do 1,000 calf freezes in the shower. That way I can dunk a pull. Dad, go do the calf freezes.
Yeah, good.
Yo,
good
you would definitely slip doing calf raises in the shower.
Nah, I did it. I figured it way.
Yeah.
You definitely work out a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I like to work out.
So like,
Hey,
what's
hockey
your
keeps
what's
you
your
fit.
favorite day to hit working out?
Just try.
What taught you how to work out? Hockey.
Hockey. Hockey was a if you didn't play hockey, it like hits muscles of your body that you won't necessarily see, but it's like it's a sport that I think
you're using your whole body.
You're using your whole body.
Yeah.
Like so working out and training for hockey is a little bit different than your normal person going. So like I was able to pick up on like really good things to have throughout my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Workout wise.
That makes sense.
Where you work out at?
Planet Fitness.
Yeah,
Then
so do
judgment-free
I,
zone.
honestly.
Yeah, the Lunkel one.
Yeah, they set that
I
off on you
walk
definitely.
in and I start my workouts. I pick up the 10-pound dumbbells and I try to throw it through the Lunkel one, just to let the place know that I'm here. I'm here. That fucking Lunkel.
And
They
then
don't kick you out, right? They just play the alignment.
No,
Yeah,
and then you grab the 75s and just rep it out screaming.
I'll tell you what, I get weirded out by the people that dance. They're
Dance.
fucking looking in the mirror, like, because they got their headphones on. I always look at them and say, what song are you listening to? Because I
Planet
feel like I
Fitness
listen to
Radio.
the same songs and, like, yeah, they put me in my zone and shit. But I've never had a song where I'm now looking at myself in the mirror.
In Planet Fitness.
In Planet Fitness, doing choreography
Yeah.
in between workouts.
I have
shredding.
seen that too.
It happens, and I always say, what are you listening to? You like that song that much? You're in this public scene, and like, then again, I can't dance. I dance like a lesbian.
One time
Real?
I
What's
saw
happening?
somebody.
I dance like a lesbian.
One time I saw somebody.
I
In
don't
the,
know how to describe it. It's just, I dance like a
I'm
lesbian.
taking that for what I'm taking it
No
as.
movement.
they were in the
stiff.
back of a planet
Stiff.
watching a
Okay.
workout video on
Yeah.
their phone. Literally had a whole like Billy Blank's workout tape playing on
Yeah?
a phone, but they were in planet just doing it.
You seen that?
Yeah, I
You
seen
walked in on
somebody
that?
just like
Shredding it. 48, yeah.
With the
a
phone right there.
With a 2-pound
That's
dumbbell.
insane.
The orange, the colored ones that you
Yeah.
know are literally
Baby blue.
a pound. They're a pound.
Yeah.
Working on their jabs. All right, guys, take it easy.
Take it easy, Keller.
take it easy.
Take it easy.
What
What's your favorite Italian phrase?
tell you what?
Italian phrase.
Take
Like
it
phrase
easy.
that Italians use.
Take it easy. I
Really?
love
No
take it-
bullshit? Take it
I
easy.
love take it easy to girls. Like when girls are just breaking balls and nagging you. Yo, hon, take it easy. I don't know how else to tell you how I'm feeling. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Would you? Would you please take it the fuck easy or nah? Just keep doing this bullshit.
Would you picture my foot?
Yeah, picture this foot and you're done for.
Would you?
Would you? I wish I could bring my father in, and we could have them stand next to each other and say, "Yeah, this is the pace you're on.
Next
Get it
25
fixed
years.
now.
Get it fixed now, or you're gonna look like that."
Yeah.
And it's
I gotta go get a pedicure. I
Purple.
guess I
You need to
do.
do something.
it's purple. It's purple.
You got the black foot though, the Captain Hook under there. I know you
No,
do.
I don't. I'll tell you what. If I come back on, maybe
Gang
I'll show you my gator green.
All right, but I think
My
it's
feet.
time now
Go ahead.
to move on to your no limit topic.
My no limit topic.
Feet to the fire.
I wanted to talk about
And I'll explain why I'm definitely going to answer
Masks.
it. Okay. The Myers mask.
Because in Philadelphia, there's a mask mandate.
Okay.
I haven't followed the mask mandate probably in a year and a half. It doesn't make me cool. It doesn't make me fucking... I'm just smart.
Explain what you do on the Septa bus to me. I remember you told me that one
The
time.
Septa, so I take the bus every day to work. I just refuse to wear my mask. Like...
Will you argue with people about it?
I'll bury people. See, here's the thing, though.
But you'll stay there for the conversation.
I don't want to be like a bully, and I'm not looking to argue with people.
Yeah.
But I've educated myself enough to where, like, if I run into a Karen like I did at the pizza store, and she tells me, she goes out of her way to tell me, "Sir, you need to put a mask on to be in here," I'm prepared to bury her. Like, I'm prepared to say, I'm sorry, what? Who the fuck are you, number one? Are you the mask police? Number two, like I'm ready to hit you 8 different times.
Yeah, so you're cocked and loaded.
Yeah, I'm cocked and loaded. Ma'am, did you convince yourself that mask to fight dust off is doing anything?
Does this happen often?
I'm in Center City.
Yeah, so I mean,
these people.
If you're gonna live like that, you got to be up for it.
Yeah, I'm in Center City, and I refuse to just look at these people walking outside. You're outside with a mask on. Is there a virus going around I don't know about? I'm sorry, this is just how I feel. Like, is there a different virus going around?
The only thing that trips me up about is when people are in their car with it. By themselves. Yeah.
They're even worse.
Yeah, you can drop the act then, at least.
They're even worse.
Now, what's crazy about it, though, is that the reason that we'll respond to this topic, because honestly, on this podcast, I try not to talk about anything COVID, because I feel like
politics,
not as strongly
it's just like
as...
oversaturated.
I feel not as strongly as you do with like the hate for like the other side, but I feel like people should be allowed to do whatever they want.
Absolutely.
No matter what. That's my whole thing.
I'm so glad you said that.
No matter what, you could never present me a scenario where my answer is not going to be to the max of people doing whatever they personally want to do.
So I couldn't agree with you anymore. Like, I'm not anti-vax. I don't personally have a vaccine. I'll never get the fucking vaccine. I don't judge people. If you got the vaccine, cool, you felt like you needed it. Yeah. My argument for all of this is, how aren't people seeing the red flags? Like, it is so obvious. It should be up to the person. Do you want the vaccine? Do you want to wear a mask? Do you feel like you need to wear a mask? Do you feel like you need the vaccine? It should be a choice.
Honestly, with the mask thing, though, I wear a mask all the time when I go inside places, just because
make you feel better?
Reason I want to is because I don't want to deal with any of that bullshit that you're out there dealing with. I just rather not.
I know. You would think like people think like it's what I want. Like, I want to egg it on, and a part of me does. Like, a part of me wants to say to you, please wake up. Do your research. I feel like we live in a world right now that's a very scary thing. Like the government is so corrupt, and I hate to dive into politics, whatever, but I feel like things are so corrupt right now and so evil. Like what's good is wrong and what's wrong is good is the type of world we live in, that I feel like it's just like a sign of being controlled, and like you're not fighting for yourself, you're not standing up for yourself, and you're doing what like the other people are doing. You're following.
I think these things have always been around. Like, these evils have always been around. They're just like really coming to light right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's always been around. The difference is they don't hide it anymore. And you're right. It's not. They're doing right in front of your face.
See, I wear a mask for others.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
fine.
straight up I'm not worried about me getting COVID. You know what I mean?
Of
Like,
course.
my parents are real big on COVID, so like they were like my mom was always like, get the vaccine, do it for me, like please.
Which
like,
I hate.
She's worried about me getting it. You know what I mean?
Did you get it?
I had COVID.
No,
I had COVID.
So you had the real antibodies. You didn't have the fake.
I had
the
COVID.
fake vaccine.
I had COVID. I lost my taste and smell, but other than that, I was sick. I had a body sickness.
Now let me ask you: have you ever had a taste and smell when you were sick?
I got it for a similar reason.
Do you remember when you were sick as a kid? Were you able to taste and smell?
No.
Because I remember any sickness I had as
Never.
a kid, I couldn't taste or smell. Those were the first things.
And you know
that
what's
went.
funny? When I was talking to my dad,
You can't taste and smell. You got COVID.
My dad was he was telling me he never heard of that before. I said, you're 53.
what?
I know about it. What are you talking
What,
about?
about not tasting and smelling?
Yeah. He said he didn't know about it till now.
I'm like, Mom, why the fuck does this soup taste like this? What the fuck?
You're all stuffed up.
Yeah. Couldn't smell shit. I couldn't taste the fucking thing.
I lost it for
Who could?
19 days though.
19. I was sick for 2 days.
Yeah, I lost.
Not to sound like
I was only sick for like a day or two.
I was very sick for 2 days.
Yeah, and then I lost my taste
Smoking
and
cigs
smell.
by the third.
Yeah.
I was smoking cigs by the third
I was
day.
smoking.
By the third day. It's a
Not
very touchy
cigarettes,
subject for me. I just think like we're living in a very sick world right now.
No, I kind of agree. Like, if the vaccine's available, if you want to go get it,
Get it.
Go get it. If you don't.
I'm having issues with mandates. Like you're mandating me to wear a mask. You're going to eventually mandate me, the unvaxxed, to get this vax that I don't fucking need and I don't fucking want. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm a believer though, but even this was way before COVID. I would say I was a germaphobe, if you will. I'm a believer. I'm not going to walk into a public place and start shitting all over the place. I'm not going to sneeze. I'm not going to cough, not cover my hands. I'm going to keep germs to myself, and that's right on cue. That's hilarious. Yeah. But what he did there was he sneezed into his hand.
Turned away.
Now I'm going to watch from a distance what he's touching and shit. But I mean, like, you keep your germs to yourself.
Yeah.
Bottom line, like, don't be a dirtball. Like, I don't need a mask on to know to keep my germs to myself.
Right. You're old enough to know that you can't fucking just walk up to somebody and cough right in their fucking face. You know what I mean? Like, people do that, though. People really do.
Because they weren't learned.
They'll be talking to somebody and they'll go, You're like, all right, whoa.
Like, are you serious? Let me wipe that fucking, are you nuts?
Yeah, you fucking go like that right in front of me. Thanks.
Mind you, though, this is coming from a kid. We didn't hesitate to beef stew our friends. Hold them down. Yeah. Bare ass farting in face. That was part of Master.
Beef stew. Shout out Benchwarmers for the beef stew.
Yeah, beef stew.
Classic.
Fucking amazing.
Classic.
Better than farting in class. Nah, farting in class was.
That's pretty good too. The mason jar.
The kid Paulie, that shit for Perry to catch to be the co-master. Paulie was able to fart on command. We developed that in 5th grade. He SSR we had, it was called Silent Sustained Reading. 50 minutes were dedicated every day to read a fucking book. We took it as a time to get in the corner and see how many times Paul could fart in a row. 108 farts in a row during SSR.
Really?
108 in a row. This is when we developed Paul. Figured out Paul, he was a superhuman, if you will. I would beg him to fart in class, and I would take the blame for it with no hesitation. I'd be like, Paul, come on, dial one up, guys. Paul, dial one up, and he would sit there like this and just fucking. I would fall off the chair.
Freak.
I would fall off the chair.
Sick.
I would fall off the chair because it disrupted so many people. Shit, it disrupted so many people. It gave me such a fucking laugh, and that's the thing, Ed. I like to do the shit to make myself laugh. I don't give a fuck about other people that laugh. I do it for myself. I try to make myself laugh, and like that's the type of shit that would make me laugh. Yeah. Miss Schwartz, I'll never forget her. Mollica, I got a special seat for you. Put me in the dead back, isolated from everybody. Like, I had a row in the back of the place. I had a row in the back. And that was day one. She knew I was a Mollica because my brother tormented her 3 years prior.
Yep.
Was able to look at me. We stuck out like a sore thumb in Delaware County. Italians from South Philadelphia in my neighborhood in Delaware County. They looked at us like we were in the mob. Like, see the Mollicas moved in? Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Maltese.
Don't say their names like that on the podcast. I don't.
All right, we'll edit we'll edit that name out, but you got the message. That's the type of life we lived. Like, that's funny. Pinpointed.
We're at Delaware County?
By the airport, so I don't know.
Fallcroft.
Ridley was our rival high school.
Yeah, okay.
So Annenberg was like all the schools that surrounded pretty much the airport. Tinicum, Norwood, Fallcroft had a different high school, but like there was like neighborhoods were sectored off.
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes from here, right?
Yeah, from our neighborhood. Now Delaware County's huge. People here, Delco, they don't have a half a clue. Like I lived in a good neighborhood. Like we were close to. It was good where we ended up. We were able to take things people did in the city in my neighborhood, if you will.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah. So do you want to say? I want to hear before we wrap it up because we're at like almost an hour. I want to hear. You told me the story. You're talking about masks. You told me the story about when you got on the Septa bus without a mask. That is a great story to finish on.
We're at a
and
point
the dude
now
said
that
something to you?
but we're at a point now, Ed, where I've encountered me getting onto the bus without a mask on for like I have 3 weeks of stories
and what is
now.
Your
so
go-to?
What story exactly? Refresh my
your
memory.
Your go-to, the one where you
wouldn't open the doors up for me?
No.
Because they stopped opening the doors.
No, let's hear that one.
They stopped opening
Let's hear that one. Fuck
I would get on the bus every day.
Open the door
every fucking day. I'd take the bus on 16th and Rittner. Shoots right down. I work on 15th to Market. And then I get on the bus on 17th Street to come home. They recognize you, obviously.
Yeah. Taking the same route every day.
Same route every day. I had one driver. He just, when he would pull up to the corner and see me fucking
Yeah.
standing there waiting to get the fuck on, clearly no mask, like excited to get on this bus without a mask. They stopped opening the doors. Like he'd pull up and he like cracked the door and said, "We're no longer opening the doors up for you until you put a mask on." So I had to trick him, put the mask on, not cover my fucking anything, get on the bus, and then go sit down and take it off. But a story you could be talking about is, I got on the bus.
When you said, yeah, I completely understand.
No, I got on the bus. Are you talking about the dude that wasn't wearing a mask?
Dude, how many
No,
stories you got?
Because
When
one
he
gets on
wasn't
the
wearing a
bus
mask?
every day.
When he
I'm
wasn't wearing
talking
a
about
mask?
when you said to the dude, yeah, I completely understand, and then just walked away from him without putting a mask on.
Yeah, he says, I get on the bus. Bus driver's driving like real kicked back, like funny looking dude. He honestly funny, younger. Says to me, "Yeah, you gotta have, like, cocky, you gotta have a mask on." I'm looking at him. I'm getting ready to tap in. I had to set the key card. I said, "Yeah, where's your mask?" He said, "Right here." And he had a mask on around his neck. Wasn't
Chilling.
I said, "Yeah, do you? Like, you got your mask on?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "All right, I'll put it on right now." And I just walked away. No mask. Yeah, I'll put it on right now. Let me go sit down.
Yeah.
Never put a fucking mask on. I don't know if that's the story you're talking about. That story makes me laugh because he's like
The one specific phrase I wanted to hear was when you told the guy, I completely understand.
I don't know if it was when the guy was trying to tell me, like, he didn't feel comfortable with me being on the bus without a mask on. And I looked at him and said, "Yeah, I completely understand, sir." And I just...
And then just got on the bus. Yeah, that was it.
I said, that was classic. I said, "Sorry, all genuine. I completely understand." And I just walked away, sat down. No mask. Like, dude, I get it. I'm still, I'm going over here.
I'll be sitting right here.
I completely understand, sir.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, dude, it's been like almost over an hour with this right now. I
we're
think
on
it's a
with it.
great episode of the
Yeah.
podcast. We're going to chop this one up a lot. But anything you want to say before we wrap it up? One last thing. What do you want the people to know about Mollica News Live?
If I want to let them know anything, I'm going to let them know. Sitting in an environment like this, bullshit we use, it's coming back. I do tell people it's coming back. Stay the fuck tuned for Mollica News Live. There's been too many fans out there, too many people. My first video on my newest Mollica News Live, like the platform, is a clip from A Bronx Tale. Saddest thing in life's a wasted talent. And I feel like that, like I set that. And if we feel like as humans have talent, use it. Do whatever it is. Rapping, you fucking in the middle of the street with a ninja mask on, no shirt, rapping.
Soon.
Do it.
Coming
Do
soon.
it. Coming soon. A sick video that I seen today. Yeah, stay tuned for it. It was a pleasure, though, fellas.
Yeah, amazing.
Likewise.
He did a great job. I bet my life on it that he would bring the energy, and he did.
And he did,
So,
for sure.
That's
I hope I didn't, like, I don't really know how you guys normally run these sort of things, but I hope I didn't, like...
You did very well.
Nah, I think you're
You
going
did
to
well.
entertain the audience. I think it's going to be a good episode.
Yeah, and
for
that's
sure.
that's was my main goal for you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Just to give you some content. I wasn't doing shit tonight. I love what you're doing.
100%.
Try and just
that.
give you, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
My
for
man.
sure.
Me,
Build a
from
community.
the No Limit Tea.
Yeah, can I get that? You
Throw
might be
the
sitting
No
on
Limit Tea.
it.
That's how we're finishing it out.
There we go.
Yeah, hold it up.
Yeah, so this is big.
Right there.
This is big,
That's
ladies
it.
and
Show him
gentlemen.
the back.
Zero limitations.
Show him the back. Hit him with the
Endless
back.
possibilities.
And yo, I love that. I
Fire.
love that.
Fire.
Zero limitation
limit.
and no limit.
Peace. That's been
I
it for
love
this episode. Mollica News Live.
I'm out.
No limit.
It was an honor.
Back to the news desk.
Back to the fucking news desk. You hear me? Back to the news desk.
Back to the news desk. To the news desk. To the news desk.